He broke down Josh Kelly, an undefeated English fighter who many thought could be the next big thing. And he looks to try and break down Terence Crawford in his hometown here tonight. You got 18,000 fans screaming for you. It's such a great moment. But at the same time, there's so much pressure on Crawford, not just to win. They expect him to dominate and to give them that knockout.
And now, Omaha, Nebraska. I know you've been waiting for this. Welcome to the main event. On the line, the WBO Welterweight Championship of the world. Representing his Armenian heritage, hailing from Pyatigorsk, Russia, and now fighting out of Newark, England. Here to spoil the party, David Avanesyan. Defending his WBO Welterweight Championship of the world. Born, bred, and repping Omaha, Nebraska.
You ready to receive your instructions? Obey my commands. Protect yourself at all times. Trust God. God bless. Good luck. There we go.
They say that Las Vegas is the fight capital of the world. But right now, it sure feels like it's in Omaha. Terence Crawford, 38-0, 29 knockouts. David Avanesyan, 29-3-1 with 17 KOs, 12 rounds for the WBO Welterweight Championship of the world.
And Crawford comes out right-handed. That's another thing you don't know how he's going to come out, how he's going to end.
It is deafening in here. Of course, Crawford fought 13 months ago, a knockout win over Sean Porter.
See Crawford always measuring, always studying his opponent, always really gathering the info as Avanesyan tries to get into range.
That controlling jab like that, keeping Avanesyan at bay. It's going to be
a big right hand, right on the button from Avanesyan.
Like I was saying, it's going to be a long night.
Whoa.
You know, he's got a great snappy jab when he uses it, but right there he laid it out just a little bit too lazily. And Avanesyan was able to come over the top. And the lesser prospects that he beat, the guys who basically he exposed that maybe weren't as good as they were supposed to be, he beats them because of things like this, where they have no staying power in the ring once he stays in their face. But a guy like Crawford is going to show a lot of different wrinkles and angles now. We see the southpaw stance.
He came out, surprised everyone, conventional, but now he's back in his most comfortable stance, I believe.
Yeah. A lesser fighter starts to panic and creates mistakes. It's just that right now it's Bud Crawford in front of him. Bud Crawford will sit there being just as patient as Avanesyan will, and he'll open him up. So, yeah.
Not showing any fear, Crawford at all. So a good start for the Armenian.
Well, this is the shot that Avanesyan landed. And it just looked like Crawford was backing up and didn't expect him because he was in the middle of switching, it looked like.
Yep.
So that was a punch that he caught him by surprise.
Yeah, there it is again.
See, he switched on that, and he never thought that right hand was coming from that angle. And that's why that punch landed. Crawford got to understand that this guy's tricky and slick, and he's desperate. He's going to do everything to try to win this fight.
And shortly after that, Crawford went back to the southpaw stance, you know, which is his usual stance.
Exactly.
But staying in somebody's face consistently will sometimes cause them to panic and break.
I love the way he's controlling this fight with the jab so far. Avanesyan hasn't found a way to get through that jab. Avanesyan, because this guy feels like he can get some shots in right now.
And a very patient approach by Crawford. Yes, Avanesyan keeps pushing the pressure on him, but Crawford with that lead hand just does just enough space to where when he wants to let go of the backhand, he's able to snap it off good.
Crawford slick though.
makes it really tough to cut off the ring on him.
35 years old and hasn't fought in over a year. You always wonder, hey, has Father Time caught up with him a little bit?
No, I think he got Father Time in the chokehold right now. What you see is the patience, the poise, you know, the professionalism when you're looking at Crawford. He's not overreacting, and this is why a lot of people got him #1 on the pound-for-pound list.
Body shot there from Avanesyan. Left hook.
So he'll keep Crawford thinking.
Oh, that's scored as well.
There.
Avanesyan having some success. Way you can win a fight against somebody like this.
From Avanesyan, he just wants to stay in your face and try to see if that could be a bit more tricky than just pressuring him. The left hand by Avanesyan catches part of the shoulder from Crawford. Then on the way out, he throws that body shot as well.
That body shot was a little more effective.
I always look at it when an amateur star turns pro. Their ability, you know, a lot of top amateur stars end up getting in the pros, and some succeed. The biggest difference that I see, and guys like Avanesyan expose whether you have any staying power in the ring. And what I mean by staying power is your ability to be in a tough fight for 10, 12 rounds, mentally draining you. Avanesyan is the kind of guy who exposes those fake prospects.
Class fighter, and if you ain't in the A class, you get exposed to
Left
just like
hand
that.
scores for Avanesyan. Almost anyone thought he would. Whoa, again!
He always makes adjustments. Every time he takes a big punch, he took a big punch in the first round, he made adjustments. His counter punch ability, he's letting the fight come to him and breaking down David Avanesyan. 2 rounds, nothing, Terence Crawford.
Nice moment there for Bud as he works off the ropes.
Both of these guys tend to get better as the rounds progress. The reaction Avanesyan gave to it. Crawford being a bit more active now. I don't know if it's because Avanesyan's forcing him to be.
No, it's pressure. It's pressure now. I think Avanesyan right now is making him fight a little harder than he wants to right now because he was in cruise control.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Again, he tests your staying power. We already know Crawford has staying power, so although this will make Crawford work harder than he wants to.
And invest in that body a little bit to slow this guy down.
Nice spin move
Like
from
that.
Crawford.
We saw in that last round. Nice little spin move by Crawford on the out. Nice little body shot as well.
All right, here we go, round 4. Antonio, are you surprised by how competitive Avanesyan's been?
No, not at all. Not at this stage in the game. Opportunities like this don't come by all the time in boxing. So, of course, I felt like he would bring his best game tonight. But
he's known to come up short at these levels, but it's in the way that he comes up short that it keeps him getting other opportunities against even the prospects that then he winds up beating. So Avanesyan, whether he wins or whether he loses,
on the inside, Avanesyan lands a right. And now another right from Avanesyan.
It's left-handed by Avanesyan as well. That's what I'm saying. Usually he gives a good account of himself and keep himself in the mix.
fighter. Now, I think Crawford might be letting him get a little comfortable, but I know he's going to raise the stakes in a minute.
Right hand from Crawford sneaks through.
He forces his way inside, does Avanesyan, and then he tries to get that work in there.
And not just be exchanging with this guy because he's too big of a puncher.
But you know, oh, nice right hand by Avanesyan. But let's not forget, Crawford's been off for 13 months, right? So this is kind of the right kind of guy he's got in front of him, who's going to be a durable guy, make him get some rounds, make him think.
Nice uppercut from Avanesyan.
Even catch him with a couple of shots, you know, it's part of the ring rust as well. Kind of get back in the ring, knock the rust off kind of fight that Crawford's going to need.
If Crawford stay in this speed all night long, I think that it'll be competitive. But when the champ want to raise that level up and take it up a notch, then
here goes Crawford. He's on the front foot now. This crowd is rallying behind him. Avanesyan trying to stay in the pocket. He doesn't know where else to go. He lives in the pocket.
That's it.
You see the change of speed on the shots from Crawford. Look at it. This is the thing of beauty that I'm talking about with Terence Crawford.
And now they're going toe to toe.
Finds the opening, but also look at the change of speed in Crawford. Oh, nice shots by Avanesyan at the belt. Has not been able to hurt Crawford, but at the same time, show where Crawford needs to work on some things. And a nice double uppercut with the left hand. And once Crawford gets his hands moving, he gets really, really creative in the way he's going to do it. See the little touches, mixes in the little touches, and then digs in some hard right underneath there. You know, so again, look at the change of speed. He goes up and down the gears in the midst of combinations, and this makes him very difficult to time. And right at the end of the round, Avanesyan wanted some good body shots from both guys there. And there's going to be some, no, a nice little left hand there by Avanesyan, and that made Crawford step back. Oh, there it is right there. A lot of times Crawford does a good job of anticipating when a guy's going to throw back in the midst of those inside combinations, because that's why Crawford takes the power off those shots.
So here we go, guys, round 5, and things are heating up.
Terence Crawford, David Avanesyan is having a good showing of himself, though. It's a competitive fight. It's just the adjustments of Terence Crawford, the skill set, the changing levels of Terence Crawford. He controls the distance perfectly, and that's just making it hard for David Avanesyan.
Crawford almost starts to do the drills on him. Those are like little bag drills you do. These are like little things you do on the bag when you're drilling. Crawford does them to opponents.
Left hand by Avanesyan, gets a smirk from Crawford, but he knows he's getting touched, Antonio.
Yeah, he's back on that jab, controlling. It's the matador and the bull, so to speak.
Great, the winning mentality of Avanesyan, and that, see, Avanesyan cutting the ring off here. See, now he trapped Crawford against the ropes. Now Crawford does a good job, but again, it keeps Crawford working because he got the ring cut off on him.
Good body shot.
Uppercut, a slick uppercut from Crawford into the body. The crowd is eating it up. Another left hand for Crawford. Is the quality starting to shine through?
And that's a problem with Crawford. You chase him, you trap him, and then he gets the best of you in the exchange a lot of times.
Good uppercut.
Oh, good left there from Avanesyan.
See, Avanesyan gets through in there, but the shot selection is the difference, and Crawford's shot selection is very good. Avanesyan is more of a hustle guy on the inside, and he'll get some shots through just on his hustle alone. But it's Crawford with the shot selection.
Avanesyan with a straight right hand and then a left as well, but here comes Crawford firing away. Good action round here in Omaha.
Crawford's body attack has been really good this fight. You know, he's got to mix it up upstairs and downstairs very well. See, that's inside work there from both guys. Crawford really some nice defense in there, although Avanesyan does get some through at times. Avanesyan as well, you know, with the up and down, upstairs and downstairs. I just don't think he's thinking it through as much as Crawford is. A lot of times Avanesyan will just move his hands. Crawford seems like he's selecting the shots carefully.
Over there.
We're missing a clock.
But the glove bust on the other side.
Oh, wow.
Wow, yeah, you can see the padding coming out. That is strange.
With both the Crawford's gloves or both guys' gloves?
That's Crawford's
glove. I think they should go back to the dressing room, get the extra set so they can have it between the rounds the next round.
Uppercut from Crawford. And look how Crawford just continuously throws punches to keep Avanesyan at bay.
Not every shot Crawford's throwing is hard, but some of those light shots are meant to draw something out of Avanesyan so we can counter him as well.
Oh, there's a nice right hook from Avanesyan. And that gets Crawford angry.
Snuck it in there. So you do start to wonder, you start to make comparisons with Spence and Crawford, right, when you see things like this. When Spence is at this distance, that is when he's at its most effective. It'll be really interesting how Crawford will handle that. It's just been a lot of close quarters fighting with him and Avanesyan tonight.
Just to the big proposed fight that's in the wind.
Oh, nice double uppercut. He's really making a home for those uppercuts, guys.
The uppercut has become Crawford's favorite in this fight. There's another one, just misses.
I like to see that right hand up a little bit by Bud, man. I like to see that right hand. It's like it's hanging down what we call the bread basket.
Oh, yeah. I think Avanesyan might have felt one of the body shots.
Crawford, look at him just going upstairs and downstairs, picking him apart. Oh, nice stood him up with that uppercut as well, into the body.
He's picking it up now.
Yeah, and even Avanesyan's punch output is starting to come down now. It's running a little bit. Crawford's taking it up the gears. Nice.
Oh, what a right hand
and turns that right uppercut, a left uppercut over, and then comes back with a right hook.
Watch how he turned that power to the right side and twerk. That was a beautiful setup shot.